Yo, it's your boy Capital Don, aka Capology Factz. It's all about the fucking bars, you bitch. Welcome to Hold This TV. Please subscribe to the channel, click that like button. You know, do what y'all do. Media bars is something you gotta deal with. Stay out your moist ass feelings, niggas, while I talk this real shit. Hey yo, look what we got. Look who
Uh,
we look who we got on Hold This
you
TV,
keep
people.
freezing.
Can you hear? I'm freezing. You said I'm freezing.
Yeah, yeah,
You got your Wi
freezing.
you got your Wi-Fi
You
on?
still freezing. You say like two words and you stop.
Let me see
Uh,
here. Hold on, man.
uh,
Can you hear me now? Is your Wi-Fi on? Is your Wi-Fi on?
my Wi-Fi signal is
Okay. My shit is
hell
on over
yeah.
here too, so I don't know what it is. But am I freezing still? Because you're freezing also. Well, I'm just having this problem
I
anyway.
can't. Man, I hate this shit. This is what I hate about these shit. You going in and out. You going in and out.
That's a fact. How about because I don't want to keep on going in and out. How about you can call me on my phone and I can put you on speakerphone and it'll go through like that. You want to do that?
Say it again. I ain't hear nothing you said. What you said?
I'm gonna send you my number. I'm gonna send you my number. Just hit me up and I'll have you on the phone.
Okay, your picture freezing, but I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. How you doing?
I'm good. But you can hear
Okay,
me
now
though, right?
I can see. I think I got it now. Go ahead. We good.
You can hear me though, right?
I can hear you. I can see you too. I think it was just a little slip up, probably with my shit acting quick. I think my son turned on the game upstairs, and that shit had to, you know how that go.
Yeah, I was having this problem with Danny Myers last night. I had Danny on last night and we was chopping it up and it was doing the same damn thing. So
Okay.
it's all good.
We
Um,
good.
yeah. People, I got Swave Sevah in the building. Salute to Swave,
Hami.
team motherfucking Hami. So
Team motherfucking Hami.
I appreciate you coming on, sir. I've been trying to get this for the longest time because I like to do research. You know what I mean? Especially from back in the day when I wasn't around. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
I'm not out there. I wasn't
All right.
behind the scenes. So I just wanted to get your perspective on the whole battle rap scene, how it just was evolving from before grind time to grind time through the generations.
To now.
Facts.
Okay. So my experiences is all I can really offer. I can tell you like shit I heard, but it's better if I tell you how I how it came to me,
Okay.
right?
Well, let me start with
Okay.
this. Let me start with this. I'm gonna lead you down. I'm gonna lead you. I got some questions and shit to lead this through.
Okay. Cool.
Bet. So, first of all, since we had technical difficulty, I really want to do this right. You know what I mean? Um, I'm always try to be prepared for interviews, and since I hold you in a high regard, I had to come up with something real quick. So, straight to the top. I'm in my suit surf voice. Huh.
Don't choke.
Wow. Okay. Um, First, I want to say I would like to welcome a triple OG in this game of life and also battle rap. One of my favorite battlers I watch and support. This
Appreciate
this guy was in the trenches when the battle when the battle dropped, it was 15 minutes or less. Also, were timed, so if you was in mid bar, it was a wrap. If you was just shit out of luck. He has 43 battles, 9 million plus views, average about 200 plus K views. He has battle on all big platforms from Grind Time through them all.
Uh-huh.
He was one of the guys who kicked off the Restore Order, and
Uh-huh.
now is a great podcast on 15 Minutes of Fame.
Yeah.
The one and only, the true sensei, Swave
Truth.
motherfucking Sevah. Team Hami,
Yeah,
nigga.
I don't know what saga we talk about that sensei be. I don't think they got those in the church.
You heard what I said, right?
I'm the real sensei out there. Right. You said it
True
right.
sensei.
Appreciate
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had an opportunity to speak when we was on Angry Fans Radio. It was me, you, and him, and we was talking about something. I forget what it was. It was something controversial.
Okay.
So that was our first introduction.
Okay.
Battle Rap Trappers in the building. I am live on Hold the Cell TV. Salute to everybody. T Bull, D Good, No Knockoffs Radio. Okay, so let's get to it.
Let's get it.
You're from Harlem,
Yes.
New York. What was
Yeah.
your childhood like on them Harlem streets? Because I don't know. I know what I see in movies, and things like that. So I want to hear from you.
Oh man. My
Nothing
childhood.
incriminating, but
Okay.
far as
My
your
childhood, growing up in Harlem, it was split between, how can I put this? Okay, I had parents that believed in keeping me active. You know what I mean?
yes,
So with my father being a martial artist, that was the number one thing. So my childhood was split between martial arts, basketball, and the streets. The streets came a little later as my mind developed, but in the beginning, like the 8, 9, 10 years old kid,
yes.
I was in martial arts heavy. I was playing basketball too, but basketball ain't really get there until I got to high school and got on my team, and niggas was telling me I was nice. Like, I grew up on a block full of niggas that play ball. So it wasn't, if you told me I was nice, it wasn't really, because all these niggas was nice. So
Right.
it wasn't until I got around other niggas who wasn't really that good or who was just average, and then I realized my skills. So when I got to high school, basketball became a thing because niggas couldn't stop me in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, oh, okay, nah, you know what I mean? But martial arts, going to the dojo, going from school straight to the dojo, becoming a black belt and teaching, that was like a lot of my life. Fighting in tournaments, competing.
So you
Um,
back when I found out who you were, right? And
mhm.
I was thinking that was like an inside joke at first, like you just nigga know karate, black belt and shit like that. To not realizing that, yeah, they dead ass. That's what you was doing.
Yeah, I grew up in it. My father, it was one of my disciplinary actions. Like my father used to use a lot of martial art tactics to discipline, like making me kneel on rice and doing push-ups on my knuckles on top of rice on the kitchen floor, standing in the corners holding out encyclopedias out. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Those shits was different. And I got ass whooping, but I really ain't needed ass whooping. Like I got ass whooping, but I ain't have to. I got it when I was just being extremely disrespectful. But
right,
my father, it seemed like he took pride in making me suffer. Ass whoopings was fast. I cry, go to the room, boom.
right.
So, when you in that corner for a half hour holding up 3 encyclopedias in each arm, it's a little worse than an ass whooping, bro.
2 minutes. For kids,
You know
for
what I mean?
kids, yeah, true,
2
but
minutes,
yeah, you
and I
can't
was
even.
there 30 minutes, half
Yeah,
hour.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that
Don't
shit
let
was.
it touch your. You better get them motherfucking arms
Yo,
up.
it got to the point where my father would ask me shit like, "Yo, if I got in trouble, he'd be like, what you want? You want a whooping or you want the encyclopedia?" I'd be like, "Yo, just
Just
whoop
give
me,
me
B.
that. Just give my ass whooping.
Yo, just give me the ass whooping, B.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll
I'm
suffer for
not
that.
going through that again. Yeah, I take that, bro. You wilding with this encyclopedia shit. So, but now that I'm older, I love that he did that.
You
I
understood it.
love that
You
he did that.
understood what he was doing.
And I do it with my son now. My son is 6, and he know not to get too far out of pocket because he will be holding up dictionaries and encyclopedias and hard textbooks in
Yeah,
the corner.
I started mine off with cans,
Can't,
canned food.
son. My father made me do
Sit
paint
there, nigga.
can.
Sit there, and then graduate up.
When I was 12, when I was 11, my father made me do paint cans.
Mm,
They wasn't full; they was half
right.
filled, but still, my nigga.
The-
Woo, boy, man, listen.
You had no
So yeah,
choice. Yeah.
so martial arts, it became routine. And then I got addicted. I got addicted to fighting. I got addicted to competing in tournaments. I got addicted to winning trophies.
Right.
That's probably where the skill set in martial art came from because it became an addiction.
You
You know
want
what
to
I
see
mean?
how far you can go, how good you can go. I mean, how
And
good you can be.
my nigga, after my third black belt, it wasn't even about how far I can go. It's about what's next. It was about testing my shit against people that I know was nice or who had higher rankings than me because I really wanted to see where I stood at.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it became more of a lifestyle change more than anything.
That's what's up.
But and then, me and my father lived a very complex life. And when him and my mother broke up, he had moved. He's from Detroit. So when him and my mother broke up, he moved back to Detroit
Hmm.
and he left New York, and that happened when I was like 11, 12 years old.
Oh,
So
that's why
I
you be in
kind of,
Detroit. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
my father's from Detroit.
Hmm.
My whole side I got a grandmother out there. My whole father, rest in peace to my
Yeah.
pops.
Rest in
But
peace.
his whole side of his family is from there. His brothers, all my
Midwest.
aunts,
Okay.
cousins. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So I
Yeah.
spent my summers after 11. Say 13. The first time I went out there after my father left, I was like 14. I said 13, about 14, 15. So after that, 14, 15 to about 21, I was spending summers in Detroit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just catching up with my pops and shit. You know what I mean? I haven't seen him for a while after he left. We lost contact for a couple years.
Hmm.
And it gave me a little resentment towards him. But he came and got me right back in line. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Right.
now that I'm older, I realized that the lifestyle that he was living, there was a reason why he didn't keep me around.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So when he left, the streets became my father. You know
Like
what I mean?
like
I
like
started,
like most black kids do. You know what
and
I
I hate
mean?
to sound like the typical story, but there's a reason for that. When
Right.
you go outside and you don't have a father figure in home, you search for it in other places. And
Yeah.
when my father left, and being that I was so close to him, that void was real big when he left. So I was
Hmm.
really looking to fill it. You know what I mean? Then my mother would bring home boyfriends and shit, and I wasn't feeling them. And oh nah, that nigga's a bozo.
Yeah.
So I wound up going outside, and I found a 2-in-1. And what I mean by a 2-in-1 is my nigga Delic, who also passed away. Rest in peace, my nigga Delic. Delic was the nigga who taught me how to rap, and he also taught me how to cook crack.
Mm.
So he was the biggest drug dealer in my neighborhood at the time.
Hmm.
And I started going outside, and I didn't even know about the drug dealer shit till later. How I met Delic is he hung out with my older brother. They had a rap group. My brother used to beatbox and shit.
Hmm.
And they used to do like park jams where they would have the mic and my brother be beatboxing and John used to rap to my brother beatboxing in the park. And the shit was like a big thing. And every summer that shit would happen. It was like a big thing where they would get my brother and Delic to rap and beatbox and shit. And that shit being that I was the brother of my brother, the little brother,
Mm-hmm.
they used to practice in my house in the kitchen. Like I remember, to this day, I still remember my mom waking up 4 a.m. screaming, "Y'all the fuck back here still making that noise?" Like, you know what I mean? Like up all night,
Yeah.
beatboxing, being on the table and rapping, and I used to be right back there with them. My mom used to scream at me, "Boy, you got school in the morning. What you still doing up?" And I'm trying to peep game.
Right.
So Delic taught me how to rap. He taught me how to count bars. He taught me bar structure. He taught me word compound. He taught me all that shit. Taught me how to rap the beats. And then on the flip side, he taught me the streets. Taught me how to load guns. Taught me how to cook crack. Taught me how to get money. He gave me a job as a lookout, making $70 a night. I was like 13. You know what I mean? So $70 a night at 13. What? I was like, well, nigga, please.
Right.
This all I gotta do is whistle if I see the cops. Shit. You know what I mean? So that was my 2-in-1. That was my 2-for-1. So he became like a real male figure to me because he was getting money. Of course, I love money, and he rapped his ass off. He had mad record deal. The first nigga I ever met with a real record deal. You know what I mean? And
Let me ask you this: what age was you when you became Swave, and who gave you the name Swave Sevah?
Okay, Swave, that I got that from my dad. I had that name since I was actually 3 years old. Sevah wasn't. That came later. That came after high school, after me battling, and Sevah. I always relate Sevah. The Sevah part of my name is like to and1, like the and1 basketball. You know how niggas get their and1 names on the court. I got Sevah from the streets, from cutting niggas' heads off in battle rap and battling. You know what I mean? So that's how I got Sevah. Nigga would just say, "Yo," we used to just say shit like, "Oh, he severed his head off. Oh, he severed off of his fucking head, severed that shit off." Like niggas used to always say shit like that, and it just stuck with me. Every time I win a battle, nigga be like, "Oh, he severed that nigga." So it just kind of stuck with me.
Right. So,
And,
what year did you start battling?
battling, I don't even know, because I think I was battling when I started rapping. I started rapping at like 8 or 9 years old, but I started taking it serious like 13, 14, 15, high school years. And I say high school
What
because
year was you what year you graduate?
what year did I graduate high school?
Yeah.
95.
95? Yeah, okay. I graduated in 93, so I'm trying to picture the times.
Right. So 95, and my high school years was flooded with Mobb Deep, Redman, who else? We had Mobb Deep, Redman, G Raps, KRS Ones. You know what I mean? That was my high school years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I remember when Infamous came out, Mobb Deep. That was my senior year in high school when that came out, and I remember that shit being my Bible for a minute. Like I burned out. So it was. I was into artistry. I was into rappers. I was into beats and music. You know what I mean? And I had a lot of niggas in high school that rap. Like I had a crew in high school. I had 2 groups in high school. One called Red Rum and one called Dirty Work. Right? And
I think I heard about the Red Rum one from Sarah when she mentioned it.
yeah, Red Rum was me, my nigga Chink, my nigga Naj, and this nigga named Pass. Pass kind of he wasn't a real rapper. He was just a nigga that always hung with us. So we just made a part of the group, but he ain't really do nothing. But me, Chink, and Naj was like rappers. You feel me? And we did a lot of shit together. We was on mixtapes back in the days. Like they used to have the Harlem, the Uptown Music Hut, and Uptown Music Hut in Harlem used to always release like seasonal mixtapes. And
Right.
Red Rump, he was on like 6 of them shits. You know what I mean? And as far as Dirty Work was just like my high school crew. Like we just to rap and bang on the lunch tables and be in the parking lot rapping and in the locker rooms, and we used to battle other niggas from other schools. It became a thing when niggas we used to get like, I look at technology now and I think, yo, how did we survive? But for real, we did. I used to get fucking messages from niggas in school, like, yo, such and such gonna be in school at end of that 3 o'clock, nigga trying to battle. And I'd be
Nigga,
like,
I still
yeah,
had
I
a
bet.
pager then. Like around
You
that
know what
time,
I mean?
it was pagers. We thought that was
Facts.
the flyest shit.
Exactly, B.
Two ways.
Word of mouth went a long way back then, B. You come outside to be a group of niggas from another school, like, yo, niggas coming from Brandeis today, they want to battle. Like, oh, sorry, bet. You know what I mean? So that battling kind of started for me high school time. And it started more of a rite of passage kind of shit because when I started rapping, it was a thing about being nice. Now being nice ain't really a thing unless we in battle rap. But music wise, you couldn't be whack, bro. It
Right,
was a thing about if you was an MC, you had to be a good one. You
right.
know what I mean? KRS-One to make you feel like shit if you were the whack MC back in the day. So every
Yeah.
time you heard a nigga rap back in the day, it was like antennas went up, like, oh, you rap? Oh, all right. And then everybody be side eye in the eye, be like, this nigga be probably true. So for me, I always wanted to prove I was nice, or I always wanted to see if I was nice. Like, yo. So the only way I feel like I could see was challenging niggas. So that became a thing in high school, and then in Harlem, it was big. Niggas going from block to block. Shout out to Rex and everybody. Niggas used to go from block to block, hear about a nigga on the block and round your niggas up and go to that block. Like, yo, what's up? Where he at?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then
So
we all rap.
y'all was all together. Y'all was all
All
out
of it.
there.
Yep.
You, Moog,
Well, I'm a lot
Rex.
older than them, so I wasn't really with them. But there's a lot of battles that they did that I was present for.
Okay.
But as far as my battles, I like me. You know, I was heavy in the drug game too, so I really ain't do like a lot of it. And I wasn't the nigga to really go to another nigga block the battle. Niggas always brought niggas to me,
Right. Back
so
then,
I'll be on my block getting money, and niggas will be like, "Yo, this is a nigga from such and such block. You think he nice? Think you beat you?" I'll be like, "Go get him." And niggas will come back with a mob of niggas and him, and they'll be on and popping from there. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Back then, I think around 95, 96, I was out in Dago. I was stationed out in Dago. Went to the Navy. And then I got out in 96. And so get out, it's really nothing going on. And then I was unstable as a young adult anyway. You know what I mean? As through my childhood. And so like I really got when I got back here and just got into the street gang.
But
I started hustling, selling crack. I'll buy a motherfucker a 8 ball for like 125 depending on the potency, 150. Nigga, I flip that shit and get about 500. Just go back, hey, I need 3 of those.
right,
Quick. Yeah, then flip all that shit. Like and so I wasn't really I knew about niggas battling through music, but far as on the streets, no, at that time. Because I was here in Kansas City. You know what I mean?
right.
We niggas had sessions. Like niggas will sit in a session and just rap, not really battling.
Right.
But if you look
Cypher.
back at it, it was more of a cipher. Uh, it was a cipher
Last
thing,
stand type shit.
right?
Right.
So yeah, that's damn. That brings me that. Those are the years though.
Man,
Those are
the
the
best,
days,
those are the best years because they crafted me. They molded, shaped me.
right?
You know,
Those are the
those
days
years,
you would get molded quick.
what, those years, I said this to somebody and they told me I was crazy, but I said this. See, this is why I don't argue with niggas that's not from my age group because I actually was arguing with somebody who was younger than me. So he wouldn't even tell me I was crazy.
Right.
But anyway, I was telling them that we do a lot of battling, and battling is on the forefront right now, and it's highly competitive right now. But truthfully, I think my most tested times was back then. These now, I feel like I'm already seasoned and already stuck. I mean, not stuck, but I already got a hand on my style. You know what I mean? Back then, when I was still developing my shit and niggas trying to get at me, and I'm trying to. Those were the challenging battles for me, B.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that was like, okay, I need to tighten my shit up. You know what I mean? Although sometimes I may get battles now and feel that way, like, okay, I fucked that up. I gotta tighten that up. But it'd be more along the lines of I gotta tighten that up.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I had to tighten me up. Like, oh, hold on, my nigga. You
Right.
know what I mean? Those are my real life lessons in battling. The shits that came back then.
Well, at that time, what was your influence music? Let me ask you, did you back then? I know at that time, East Coast music was playing, and you had the emergence of the West Coast. Did you
Right.
listen or partake or enjoy any of the music coming from the
Yeah.
West?
I
And
listen.
what did it do for your life? Like, did you know what I mean? With your mentality, how did you start um, looking at things?
Well, versatility. It taught me versatility because in the beginning, I was just stuck on East Coast rappers.
Hmm.
I was like to Kane, Rakim, KRS-One. I was stuck on niggas like that. I was stuck on, you know,
EPMD.
EMD, Nice and Smooth.
Yes, yes.
You know, I was a big Heavy D fan. I ain't even gonna lie.
I
I had an
was
ex
too.
girl.
I was
I
too.
had a girl who loved Heavy D,
The heavyweight
and
lover in the
I was
house.
yeah, fact,
Yeah,
yo.
that's
So
my joint.
I was on the hardcore rap. So Heavy D was like never on my radar for a minute. Like I never thought he was corny. He had good song, but I never bought a Heavy D
He
album.
could rap.
It's like I was this one chick who had all Heavy D albums, B. Heavy D and Chub Rock. That's all she used to play, B. And one day I'm chilling with her and she playing Heavy D album back to back. And I'm like, yo, these albums is fucking fire. Right. And it was like an eye opener for me. But as far as I got hooked up to other regions when NWA dropped. NWA got the shit slapped out of me by my mom for listening to it. And I didn't know my mom was home, and I was blasting that shit on my little boombox in the room. And she put me on. She swallowed it. She walked in on that.
It's the world's
And my mom,
biggest.
what the fuck is you
D-
listening to? And knocked me
Jesus.
upside my head. And NWA, shout out to my nigga Rock from Helter Skelter. Rock said the same shit. And when he said, I heard him
I
say
used to
this in
like
an
them. I
interview.
used to like Helter Skelter.
Yo, Sean,
S-
rest in peace, Sean
Son,
Price. Those my brothers. Sean
I'm
Price, those
bro.
they came behind me.
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I purchased Helter
Yeah,
Skelter albums.
right. Yeah. And my nigga Rock from Helter Skelter, he said something in an interview about how NWA taught him. He said he used to rap on he wasn't really violent. He was just some extra punchline-y, wordy nigga. And then when NWA came out with "Fuck the Police" and saying all that vulgar shit, it taught him like, oh, we can do that. And that was the same thing with me, bro. I like I love Kane. Kane was my favorite rapper for a long time because Kane taught a nigga punchline. KRS-One would teach you life lessons, and then it's like Rakim taught you knowledge of self. You know what I mean? And then G Rap was my favorite. That was the streets. So
Hmm.
those were my four messiahs in hip hop. You know what I mean? KRS-One, G Rap, Rakim, and Kane. Them niggas all represented something different to me.
Right.
And that shit was like my refuge. And then, but other than with the exception of G Rap, they all, yeah, they may curse, they may say some street shit here and there, but they really wasn't on no real killer diller shit like that, especially Rakim and Kane.
Right.
KRS-One had Love's Gonna Get You, Love's Gonna Get. Now tell me what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like that. Like he had a couple joints that he was sneaking there, like, okay. But G-Rap, I had a job with the mall making G's, doing some pickup deliveries and transporting keys. Like G-Rap was like, okay. When I was selling crack, I was listening to G-Rap. When I wanted to learn how to battle, I listened to KRS-One. And Kane, because Kane taught me how to structure punchlines. When I wanted to know knowledge of self, Rakim. You understand me? And they was my 4 guidelines for a minute. Then NWA taught me about fuck the police and bitches and you know what I mean? Like, hold on, this a different world over here.
Yeah.
And I used to listen to it heavy, and I used to hear like a lot of friends like, yo, if you don't turn this whack shit off, them niggas is whack. And yeah, they flow was different, and it probably wasn't as lyrical as we was used to, but they had a different content that I was into. Like, oh, wait a minute.
It was a different story. It was different.
These
It was
niggas talk about getting head.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, hold up, see?
Bro, that was like soundtrack of my life, bro. Like,
And then
Jesus
they
Christ.
put me on to listening to other. They put me on to listen to the West Coast, but even beyond West Coast, I started expanding, and then also going to Detroit, spending them summers in Detroit, getting hooked up on niggas like Spice One, and Detroit had a bunch of their own. They had a group called Detroit Most Wanted, DWM. I mean DMW. What Putting Suckers to Sleep was a single out there. I used to love that shit. Nate Taz was another Satan backwards.
You had Twister, but his name was Tongue Twister when he first started.
Exactly.
And so that nigga was faster then.
Hanging out in the West put me up on Midwest rappers. Like my first time hearing the E40, I was in Detroit.
Yeah, E40 is from here, but he moved to the Bay.
Yeah, my first time hearing him ever, I was in Detroit, and I remember he had the weird, and I was like, "Yo, nigga was out there going crazy over," and I was just like, "Nah, this nigga sound crazy. This just sound trash." And nigga was like, "What? This is E40,"
nah,
and then
E40.
over here, I want liking this nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm a nigga personally. I listen to all forms of hip hop. It may not be like I can honestly say when something there are certain shit that I don't like. Like I don't like mumble rap, of course. This drill music that everybody doing. The beats be fire, but these niggas sound like a bunch of idiots, man. Like they don't got no schooling. You know what I mean? Like I can tell, like a lot of these rappers, they ain't go to school, yo.
Right.
The niggas sound like dummies, man.
That's
you know
a
what I
fact.
mean?
That's a fact.
And you don't learn nothing from music no more, from hip hop. Back in the day, we learned lessons. You know what I mean? Love is gonna get you, KRS-One. You learned a whole lesson of the streets out there. Nigga went from being bummy to getting a drug dealer job and people getting killed. And like he told a whole story, and that shit was something we related to. You know what I mean? The nigga D Nice had a song called 25 to Life back in the day, pushing 25 to Life. That was one of my favorite songs because it was in Harlem and he painted a whole picture. It was a hot summer day. I was dying from the heat. Walking up 118th Street. Although I'm hot like stew, in the back of my mind, it was a bottle of brew. Now, a nice cold bottle would just quench my thirst or get some boom from the drum, whichever one come first. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was just like, oh, okay, nah, it was my life.
Right.
So I was into shit like that. And then later on down the line, I got into lyrics. And then shit like West Coast groups like Souls of Mischief and Far Sides, I started fucking with them niggas.
Yeah.
Down south niggas like Outkast, I started fucking with them niggas heavy.
Goody Mob.
So anybody that knows me, I used to get niggas tired of the Southern Playalistic Cadillac music song. Cause the playing anthem, I used to have that on repeat on my. I used to walk around like Radio Raheem with the boombox. That shit, I used to rewind the cassette and play it all the time.
I had a Cadillac at them days too.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, son, niggas to be like, yo, if you don't take this Southern shit out of here, like, yo, these niggas is nice, nigga. You
yeah.
And then showing up, they blew up. You know what I mean?
And that was one good thing about living in the Midwest. I was able to consume each region's um, music and style of hip
Right,
hop and whatever style of artist perspective they have. You know what I
right,
mean? So, and a lot of it I like. I would bring East Coast music to the niggas I fuck with. God, get bullshit out of here. They didn't want to.
right.
They didn't want to hear the early Jay Z's. You know what I mean? They didn't want to hear none of that shit.
Yeah, that's how my Detroit niggas was. I used to bring music back, EPMD and shit like that. They used to be like, yo, get this shit out of here.
Uh,
I'll never forget taking that EPMD album to Detroit with me, that business as usual
oh,
album.
that was banging.
What?
That
That
was
was one of my
bang.
nigga said that shit was trash. My cousin and them like, yo, you playing that trash rap. I was like, trash rap? This shit is, man, listen.
Now I was into music really early. You know what I mean? When I was in elementary school. I started with the viola and shit like that, and I got out of that and I started just singing, right? And so I
Right.
sung through my school years, all the way after school, and did a Broadway play, and little bullshit, and then I went I stopped. You know what I mean? I got really got into the streets. You know, I was doing what my mom wanted me to do, but then when I started doing what I wanted to do, that's when she lost control. So
Right.
let me ask you, I was digging into the crates of your battles.
Okay.
Like I was dumpster diving, nigga. And so, and this is gonna tie me into what my next line of questioning, right? So
Okay.
I went to your very first grind time battle.
Oh, wow. Chuck Black.
Yes, and actually I watched all. You had three grind time battles before you hit disaster, right?
I had probably more than that. I had Chuck Black. I had Zim. I had Amaretto. I had Jay Black. I had a couple before I had Disaster.
Because it looked like it was like you battled. That was like your fifth battle or something like that. So,
Disaster was probably like my fifth or sixth battle. Yeah,
okay.
I
So,
had High Collide.
hmm so I was listening to it, and it's like, did you? I want to ask you, was you freestyling
Yeah, I was.
every battle?
All my first battle that I actually wrote for was J Focus, and I
Mm,
battled Zim, right? But I freestyle. Zim was a mixture of freestyle and mixtape verses.
hmm
Like, cause I wasn't taking it serious, bro. I jumped in the battle rap for my brother PH. Rest in peace, PH.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
PH kept asking me, man. Between him and my man Bishop Brigante, they kept asking me. Bishop, I had met Bishop on some battle rap shit. He had battled Jin. Around the time he battled Jin for the first time, he came to New York with a dude I know named Adam. And Adam Matthews, he was a writer for Vibe magazine at the time. And he was doing a story on Bishop for battling Jin. And he was talking about he was a Canadian freestyle champ and all this other shit. So we wound up going to this place called Sneaker Pimpin', where it was like a club that let you in for free if you had sneakers on. You know what I mean? Something different. So we met there, and we just got into this crazy cipher where everybody was rapping and Bishop held his own. So we just got cool. But from that day, the nigga always wanted me to battle. I came from a group called Stronghold, and all of us was battle champ. Me, Breeze, Everflowing, Poison Pen, Lifelong, Kid Ain't C-Ray's Walls, my man Immortal Technique. My man DJ Static was a beat battler. He had beat champions, and he was a DJ champion.
hmm
So we had a whole camp called Stronghold that was all champions. All of us was battle champs. And being that I was down with that cool nigga that met me, that didn't see me in action, kept trying to get me to join battles. And at the time, Poison Pen was doing these 16-man tournaments. and everybody kept trying to get me to enter. I entered one for Poison Pen. It didn't really go my way because I was bullshitting. But when this grind time shit started, when PH took over the reins of New York,
Mm-hmm.
he came right to me like, "Yo, I want you to battle," and I was just like, "Man, come on." He was like, "Nah, Swave, for real, B. Come on, you could kill these niggas, man. I got a dude named Chuck Black, man. I just want you to battle him."
Yeah, they
And
was
then,
giving you shit in that battle. And I was like, go ahead, man. Go.
yeah,
Get that
yeah,
nigga,
right,
man.
exactly.
Get that nigga,
When
man.
everybody like, "Yo, you can hear niggas telling me stop playing."
Yeah.
Like, "Yo, come on, stop playing, B."
Yeah.
Like, man, listen, I ain't here to be. I ain't write shit for this nigga. I called him banana yellow. I was saying dumb shit. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I saw it again. I saw it again. I was like, hey, okay. But let me ask you, here we go. I would like to know how did you know PH, Poison Pen? How did those relationships start bonding to where
Ah,
y'all
boy,
became homie?
I became very. I became an active member in the underground hip hop scene in New York, which we had 88 Hip Hop, we had EO Dub. There was a bunch of different places bragging rights. There was a bunch of different platforms that held underground hip hop. And I was in a group, me and my man Ike P, that you see on Restore Order with me, him, and we had another member named Pro Rock. We was a group called CVs. We even had record deals back in the day.
Hmm.
And we used to do the little chitlin circuits all over New York performing, and Poison Pen used to do them. I met Immortal Technique doing them. I met PH doing them. I met Breeze Everflowing doing that. All these niggas I'm naming, I met in the little chitlin circuits of underground hip hop in the golden era. And it was a bunch of clubs, but these clubs every weekend it was kind of like the same thing: Lions Den, Wetlands, New Eurekan, SOBs, Club Rare. It was a bunch of what was the other one? Baby Jupiter. It was a whole bunch of places that used to hold hip hop, and a whole bunch of people. Talib Kweli, some people that y'all know that made it. Most Def, the whole Lyricist Lounge movement. You know what I mean? They all came through that circuit. Black Thought, The Roots. You know what I mean? I seen Eminem before he was Eminem. You know what I mean?
And he had what the fuck's that called again? The one league across the table. It slipped my mind. Across the pool table.
Oh, you talking about Fight Club?
Fight Club, Fight Club, Fight Club. My bad.
Yeah.
He had Fight Club, didn't he?
Who?
Eminem.
Nah, Fight Club wasn't Eminem's.
Sarah,
Hell no, that
Sarah
Fight
said
Club.
something like that. Like he had parts in that, or his company, or some shit like that.
Hell no, I don't know who told you that. Who said that?
Yo, Sarah.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Eminem ain't have no parts of Fight Club. If he did, I never knew about that.
Okay.
Eminem, Fight Club was done by International P, and I forgot my other man name, but they came with it, and it kind of blew up because it was like an underground thing. It was by invite only, and everybody that was there, if you got invited, you felt like somebody. So that's why that's the exclusivity. I think blew Fight Club up because it was so exclusive, and then they had celebrity judges and all that shit.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
at this time, when did you meet PH?
I met PH and I want to say, when did I meet PH? Like 99, 2000.
So this is like your 20s, 20, you're like 20 years
Yeah.
old or something like that.
In my 20s. Yep, early 20s. Um, I had went away to college. I lived in Philly for a little while from 96 to 2000, right?
Hmm.
But I was always coming back to New York to do like the little shows. Like we had the group, so
Right.
I was still living in New York, and they were still setting them shows. So like on weekends, I would take like Greyhound bus or Peter Pan bus out here real quick to do the show. And I would meet niggas like PH and them niggas around then. You know what I mean? And doing hip hop, watching niggas rock. PH was a monster on tracks and on the stage. So, and he used to battle. You know, we used to do the little 16 battle, the 16 tournament jump or 16 MC tournament.
Right.
And PH used to jump in the battles. You know, what I mean? He battled my man Breeze Everflowing, who's also he started Stronghold,
Mm-hmm.
and Breeze actually beat him, but it was a hell of a battle. And then I literally watched PH destroy niggas back in the days, B. You know what I mean? To the point I never battled PH, but I remember there was a time where I thought I was going to,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a little nervous, like, nah, this nigga here be, you know what I mean? He be good. Yeah, but we wound up getting cool with it. Once we got cool, that bond was formed.
Mm-hmm.
That bond was formed. Once the bond was formed, it was unbreakable. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing was breaking that. That goes for all of us. That's where the whole Team Homie shit derived from. Like just being around PH and Penn, and you know, along with my nigga Ike, and all the little the dissolving of all the little crews we had back then,
Mm-hmm.
and re-emerging as something else. You know what I mean? Like there was no more stronghold. You know what I mean? We still screaming because that's our foundation, but Stronghold don't really exist like that no more. We don't do music together no more. We ain't touring or nothing like that no more. PH was in another crew called The Plague. The Plague still exists. The members are still around, but they ain't touring and no shit like that. So it's not as strong as it once was. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then from those dissolving or fading to the back, we had shit like Team Homie forming, Rebel Arms forming. You know what I mean? And those came to the forefront. So that's how all that happened.
Okay. Let me get my little notes. My phone just went off. Hold on. What was so back then the scene? How was the scene of battle rap? Was it extreme? Like niggas was really at each other, not far as street wise, but like was the competitiveness very high back then? Like nigga, I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill you, nigga, get you the fuck up out of here, nigga.
Yes. Even more so. Like I keep it real. I used to see more fights from battle rap back then. Like nigga was really serious about their craft, and nigga was really willing to take it there if they didn't hear what they wanted to hear. You know what I mean? There was a lot. Yeah, the nigga took it serious, bro. It took it seriously. Did we know it was gonna be what it is today? No, but still, it was ours, and we wanted to be the best at it. So we went hard. You know what I mean? And then we had little secret rivalries too. Like there was niggas that didn't like each other off the strength of battling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Certain blocks they get along, and the main rapper from this block plus the main rapper from that block, they ain't like each other because they blocks ain't like each other. You know what I mean? So whenever they hit it, it was intense. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, niggas took it serious.
So at this time, who's Team Hami at that specific time? No new niggas now, as just at that time.
But back then,
Yes.
I don't even think Team Homie was there. There was no Team Homie back then, not yet. We was still Stronghold. So it was like me, Poison Pen, my man Breeze Everflowing,
No, I'm talking
Immortal
about
Tech.
when y'all transition to Team Honey. Back
Okay,
then
when
when
we
that
transitioned
formed up.
to Team Homie with me, IP, Poison Pen. The first original members of Team Homie. That's what you asking. The first original members of Team Homie is me, IP, Poison Pen, Cortez,
Mm-hmm.
PH, and my nigga Jukes. Those
So
are the first
Cortez,
original.
so Cortez was first Team Hami,
Yes, he was.
but he it was no Murder Ave yet.
I
Or was
mean, it
it?
was
It
Murder
was both.
Ave.
He was Murder Ave, but he was Team Hami also.
This is why he's no longer Team Homie, and there's no hard feelings. His Murder Ave nigga started feeling the way because he kept screaming Team Homie, and he wasn't really repping Murder Ave. But at the time, he thought Murder Ave was some. Cortez was looking at Murder Ave as that being his block, like some block shit.
Right.
And he looked at Team Homie as that being battle rap shit.
Right.
So, you know, he didn't try. He ain't think about making Murder Ave both. And when he finally decided to do that, him, Misfit, Billy, my nigga Rum, when all them niggas decided to go rep Murder Ave fully, Cortez, me and him had to talk, and he was like, yo, I grew up with them niggas, man. I was like, nah, you should go rep them niggas. That's you. That's where y'all came from.
Right.
Me and Court met through this. We ain't really have no real background where we knew each other all out here, like me and Ike or me and Penn. And, you know what I mean? I met Cortez through in like 2009. You feel me? So, and then when I met him, now one thing I would say about Cole, outside of my niggas, he was the first dude I started hanging with that I met in battle rap. That was a genuine, straight up, stand up nigga. I fuck with Cortez to this day. He a good dude.
Yeah, I was supposed to have an interview with him later on today.
Yeah, definitely a good nigga. So he was the first nigga, like, me and Cortez was hanging out when they had that Harlem versus St. Louis event that was supposed to go down.
Yeah.
Verb for the Battle Ice. I went with Cortez. Me and Cortez went.
Okay.
That's what we went. Me, Cortez, and IP.
And then,
huh?
And then what? And then how? And then how? What was the order? Like, not the order, but PA started coming. You know, becoming Hami.
Yeah, PA, and then it became
Poison
became
Pen,
like
Sarah.
Yep, Sarah, and then it became like a battle. It was never a battle thing to me because it started out with niggas that I genuinely fuck with. I fuck with. Let me not say it like that because I fuck with everybody genuinely.
Right.
And you know what I mean? But it started out with niggas that I came like.
You came up with.
Right. And I ain't really expected to be as big as it is. But as I started going in battle rap and screaming it, the more we started screaming it, the more I started hearing fans screaming it, and the more I started getting asked about it. And once I started getting asked about it, I figured it was time to make it legit. You know what I mean? Bought the LLC, and we started really building a family. So it was actually PH's idea to start looking for other battle rappers. I wasn't even gonna do that. I keep it real. I didn't plan on that.
You don't plan on battle rapping?
Yeah. When we started screaming in the battle raps, Team Hami this, you hear, you know what I mean? PH came to me like, yo, my nigga, we need to expand the team and start getting mad nice niggas on the squad.
Right.
And I was like, if we do, it's gonna have to be niggas I fuck with. It can't be some randoms. It gotta be somebody that I genuinely fuck with. So he was like, yeah, nigga, we ain't gonna go put out no audition or no shit like that. But
So why didn't you want to? Why? So Team Hami formed just cause on these my niggas right here, right? And then you
Team
add
Hami formed. To be real with you, Team Hami formed because the other groups was dissolving, and I took all the niggas from those groups that was real close to me, and I just kept us close knit.
Okay.
You understand me?
But it was a mixture of hip hop and battle rap.
Yeah, and street. Like there's a lot of Team Hami niggas you probably don't even know. They don't rap.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They the other niggas. But as far as hip hop, I had Sean Price. I had Helter Skelter. They Team Hami. Rest in peace, Sean Price. Immortal Technique. If you watch my podcast, I had Method Man on the show recently. I've been fucking with Meth, but Meth just asked me to be Hami. So it's like, so now Method Man, he on the squad. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's natural. I look at it like this. Whoever I naturally link up with, I ain't out for clout. I ain't out for looking for niggas just because you got a name or you nice. It got to be some kind of natural connection. You know what I mean? It got to be like a brotherhood. And then, you know, most of my hobby niggas, I ain't even asked to join. They just was so, it became such a brotherly brotherhood. Naturally, they just became us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, some niggas I ain't even asked to join. They just been around us so much, next you know, they screaming homie. So
Right.
it's like, yeah, they homie. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
natural.
So when I started watching those battles, I could see the heavy homie presence, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then here comes the disaster battle.
Right.
I don't know what was the motivation of the content in that battle because it got kind of wild, like especially
Yeah.
your first.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What was the situation then that caused all that?
Oh, well, for one, it was Disaster's first time in New York. And if you do the history on Disaster, Disaster made himself a villain to New York. He did a whole bunch of blogs talking about New York rappers was whack and that he was sick of hearing New York rappers, this, that, and the third, and he would destroy any New York battler. And he was just going crazy. And for a while, us being from New York, we looking at Disaster like, oh, this dude he's annoying. You know what I mean? He's one of them dudes that there's so many battle rappers on the East Coast that I know that were telling me when they see him, they're gonna punch him in his face. Like that's how annoying. He was getting under a lot of people's skin with his blog and shit he was saying in his battle, and he was always shooting at New York. So when he came here to battle me, he had a lot of niggas. Yo, me and Poison Pen kept a lot of niggas off of Disaster's neck that night, just so we could get the battle, bro. Because he had a lot of people really wanting to get at him. And if you look at the battle, somebody actually tried in the middle of the round. The Disaster wound up freestyling and getting at the nigga. But that same dude, the Disaster screamed on, he had a knife. He was ready to stab Disaster. Me and Penn really had the whole money. We had to get him out the venue. Like he was him. The Disaster and Hollow got into it that day, and this is crazy to see Math and Hollow and all these niggas into it the way they into it now because Math and Hollow was ready to get at Disaster that day. We calmed that down. Like, yo, he had a battle. I'm trying to get my battle. Poison Pen trying to get his event off. Ain't nobody gonna touch this nigga B. And that's what it was.
Who battled who first? Did you battle Disaster first, or did PH battle Disaster first?
PH battled him first.
Okay.
PH battled him first.
Did it stem from the PH battle?
No. Now, what it stemmed from, and now this is how the Disaster battle actually happened, right? In my beginning, I was killing everybody, nigga. I was 3-0ing everything, freestyling. When I started writing and taking it serious, niggas definitely wasn't winning. I was running through everybody.
Well, some of them grind time battles, they had you losing, bro. They got your record is losing.
Yeah,
back then they had the win-loss ratio right there. Like
some of them was wrong though. Some of them was wrong, and I remember I was undefeated, right? And I watched the grind time battle, and they said I was 3-2. And I remember calling direct, like, yo, what the fuck is this? Who put my shit 3-2? And he's trying to convince me that I lost battles. So we pulling up the battles. Because remember, they was judged back then. And I'm like, where I lost? And he was like, oh, shit, my bad, Swave. He told me he was going to change it. And it was never changed. He probably pull that shit up and it say 3-2 right now.
It does.
You know what I mean?
It does.
Right. So it was just like, yeah, I know they was just, one time they said I was from Brooklyn. It said hometown, Brooklyn. I was like, yo, y'all niggas is wilding right now, B. 3-2. I'm from Brooklyn. Like, y'all bugging. You know what I mean?
They just did the copy paste.
Right, exactly. Like, so I know a lot of that shit was off. You know what I mean? So yeah, they did give me losses, but I really ain't have no losses for a while. You know what I mean? And these was judge battles.
Mm-hmm.
So we going on fact. We ain't going on opinionated shit. We going on. We have 5 judges. I would win this shit unanimously down the line often. You know what I mean? And I think my first loss came with Well, I did have a loss. I lost to Zim in overtime, but that's the battle where I was freestyling and kicking mixtape rounds, and Zim had 3 rounds tailored to me. So he was supposed to win. And the fact that I took you to overtime, I still patted myself on the back for that. You feel me?
Right.
But other than that, my first loss came to High Collide in another overtime battle, which I thought I was wrong. And everybody thought I was wrong. So I ain't really care about that because everybody was coming to me like, nah, you won that battle. So if everybody felt I really won, then that's what I just went with.
You won.
But I know I went down to Florida and battled them in his hometown. So I figured his boys was judges. You know what I mean? But
one of my favorite battles from you that I like to watch because it's comedy, right? It's when
Solo.
No, that's my
Okay.
next one.
Whenever somebody say comedy, that's the first thing to come out. To mind.
Yeah. Solo. Solo. Yeah, that was a good battle. But right, you and Head Ice.
Okay.
I like that battle. I love that battle. I've revisited often. You know what I mean?
Right.
Would you do a 2-on-2 with Head Ice?
We waiting for opponents now. We been said we wanted to do this shit. Nigga don't want to get in front of us.
Double Impact is coming.
We were supposed to. We actually got a call about me and Head Ice battling Reed Dollars and K Walker in Philly. But it seemed like once me and Ice say we'll do it, them niggas went into a rabbit hole somewhere. I ain't heard back from them niggas yet. So
Reed, you ducking? K Walker, you ducking? Don't be ducking.
And they reached out to us about it. So we was like, hell yeah, set it up. And then that's the last I heard about it.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. But, all right. What
yeah, had I definitely been talking about it.
Out of your 43 battles, how many do you think you lost?
About 4. About 4.
Okay. Which 4 are those?
I lost the Verb.
Yes, and I was disappointed in that one. Yes.
Yeah, me
but
too.
I heard your explanation back then, and I kind of
There was a lot going on, bro.
Yeah, I understood.
It was a lot going on, B. I should have not been on the stage. Who else? See, I say 4, but I keep it real. I feel like a lot of times that I feel like I lost, I beat myself. So I don't think nobody ever clearly beat me. Verb clearly beat me. That's why I say Verb. But as far as losses, like I would say Disaster is one of my losses. But I don't think he beat me lyrically. I think he beat me overall because the nigga was everywhere with it. He was battling fans. Like, I looked at that battle, like, if that wasn't me in front of him and I was standing in the crowd and seeing Disaster do that to somebody else, I'd have been like, yo, this Arab nigga crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it the same way, even with me being the opponent. I feel like he and for a nigga that did all that shit talking about New York and came here, he put on. So I feel like I think my bars were better. So overall, yeah, I think I won the battle, but I think the overall war, he won.
Okay.
So, and then I got battle like my Rosenberg Raw battle. I think I beat him, but I think I give it to him because I fucked that battle up so bad. Like I choked. I ain't really choked, but I left out wild bars and all the crucial bars that would have put him under the sand. I ain't even say them. So it's like I said all of the weak and filler bars is the one I could remember. So I ain't like it. And who else? Who's somebody else I felt like I lost to?
Stop talking like that, boy. Why you asking me?
It was a battle I didn't take serious. I can't remember. It'll come to me. I got so many wins, my nigga. It's like, damn, who did I lose?
Telling you.
Who are the new Team Hami battlers? I know it's still Rem Nitty still part of Team Hami.
Yeah, the last people added to Hami was Marvin Quest.
Marvin Quest or Team Hami now?
Yes, those were the last two added. And before them, the last person was who was the last person added to Hami before them? Probably my nigga Wade Eye Black.
Who?
My man Wade Eye. You don't know him yet, but you will. He be battling on Verbal Warzone, but he does music.
Why doesn't Ike P battle?
Ike, he's just different, bro. I don't think Ike has the temperament. He's very short tempered and little shit has set him off, and I don't think he can be if his skin not tough enough. Ike is a very extreme human being. You know what I mean? Say the wrong thing and niggas gonna be fighting. And it's like, yeah, we started the whole restore order to keep away from that part of the I don't really want that fighting that aspect. No, stop. And IP is a nigga that I would have to restore order on him all the time.
Well, I might have to restore order with you a little bit, sir.
And let it go then. Let's go.
Now, with with your losses that you say, right? How did you really feel about that battle with you and Danny? Because I felt like, and the community felt like he
I know what
actually
they
won
felt,
that
but
battle, right?
you
I
know
want
what?
to know your feelings.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you too, right?
Go ahead.
I'm my own toughest critic. Me, right? I quick to admit when I lost or when somebody was better.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When that battle happened, I know I fucked up my first round. I know that there was another time where I left out some crucial bars, right? But I still felt like I won the second and third because I listened to Danny bars closely. I'm an analytical nigga, bro. And I think a lot of people see Danny's energy and he may hit you with a couple punches here and there, but for the most part, he say a lot of bogus shit. And niggas don't be catching it because they just being off. But certain shit like, yo, I bring the double barrels in with a clip longer than foul shit. It sounds cool. But what double barrel with a clip? You understand me? It's shit like that he said in that battle. He said that. That's a line from my battle with him.
I think a lot of battlers be making up guns, don't they?
Yeah, like shit don't be authentic to me.
I understand that part. Yeah.
Me personally, I take points away from shit like that because I don't do that. So I know there's people in the world that might like that type of shit. Like Danny, another nigga, he the llama being in the time machine. Shit like that rub me wrong. Like, what? A llama being in the time machine. Like, you just want to rap words, but it's not really making no sense to me. You know what I mean? And he had a lot of that in my battle. So I was turned off. But he was typical Danny Myers, and he does have a hell of a fan base and niggas that love when he rap like that. So those niggas probably did go for him. You feel me? But like, I keep it real. Everybody I know that's technical lyric listeners hate Danny. And I'm talking about friends and celebrities alike.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like Danny because they think that nigga he do too much. Like he had a bar about when you put a G in front of unforgiving, you find out the pistol is not at fault. Like my nigga, so are you trying to say gun forgiven, my nigga? A G in front of unforgiving is gun forgiven, so the pistol not at fault because the nigga forgave the gun? Like shit like that is like, no, Danny, stop. You doing that's too much, nigga. It don't make no sense. And you trying to make sense out of bullshit. And it sounds, and the average nigga gonna hear that and be like, oh, that shit was crazy. But if you really break it down, no, that shit don't make no sense, bro.
But does that take away from
Yes, it does.
the
Yes, it
entire
does.
content in the battle, him winning?
If it don't make sense, yeah, take away. I like connecting dots.
I mean, does he do that his whole entire round?
No, because Danny would throw a slick bar in too, but his bar will be out the blue, or he'll have a weird setup like his parallel universe shits. He'll have a weird setup and then a punch hit, and you be like, all right, but the setup was so weird. It's like, come on, my nigga. You be trying to make your punches fit in with reality somewhere when they be so far fetched. So you'll say some warped out reality setup, like, nigga, what? Like a llama being in a time machine. But the punchline of that was, I'll make you a vegetable in the future. Like, okay. You understand what I'm saying? It's just weird. I don't rap like that. I don't write like that. I really connect my dots.
Would
like,
you battle
totally.
Danny again?
Yeah, I would, because I'm tired of niggas saying he beat me or I robbed him. Danny left with all his money and jewelry that day. Ain't nobody robbed that nigga, B. He lost the battle. We had 5 unanimous judges. Now he tried to blame it on them, saying, yeah, New York, Danny. See, this is what I was scared of. So when I came in the building, he came to me like, yo, they want us to pick judges. I said, you pick the judges. Just because you're not from here, and I don't want no excuses. I ain't have no part of picking those judges. No part. Danny picked Bones Bagante and Tom Gibbs, who are 2 Harlem niggas. Then when the judgment came out, I got slacked because they were from Harlem. But I didn't pick them niggas. Danny picked them. Danny trying to be tough. I'm going to pick Harlem judges and win them, even with Harlem judges. Okay, go ahead and do that. You try to prove a point, and it backfired on you. So now I got the rip. Oh, nah, you had Harlem judges. They cheated for you. No, they ain't cheat for me. Danny picked them. I have no part of the judge selection, bro. When he came to me and said, yo, we got to pick the judges. How you feel about it? I said, yo, don't even tell me who you picking. Just pick them. That was my way of being fair, because I know you in New York, nigga. I know I might stack the audience a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So pick the judges. We not in Cali.
That's what's up, man. That's crazy.
And the only judge that went for him was Jazz the Rapper. Come on, my nigga. But
that is true. She was the only one.
She's the only one. Everybody, even the ones that wasn't from Harlem, was like, yo, no, Swave. That 3rd round, oh my God, nah, Swave. Jazz is the only, and then she was like, she was tiptoeing with it. And then she was just like, I'm going to go with Danny. All right, she the only one out of 5 judges. You got 1 judge that went your way, bro, and you picked her. So they can say what they want. The fun fact is, I won the battle because I was picked as a judge. Judges picked the winner, and they picked me. So the fact is, I won. But everybody want to speculate that he was wrong. This ain't like other battle. Other battle, we don't have judges, so y'all can say what y'all want. Oh, Swave won, Swave lost. It's not a fact whether I won or lost because nothing was etched in stone. So everything's opinionated. This was a fact. I won. Yeah. No.
Okay. So let's fast forward to.
Come on, get ready.
How do you feel about the battle rap climate right now?
I don't care. I was just asking if you want to go. The battle rap climate is up and down. It's up and down. Right this minute, I feel good about it because I feel like we get good content. Other than that bullshit Sue Surf just did, we ain't really had too much chokes lately. Like nothing on the real main stage. Like I said, other than Sue Surf. But we had good content. We had a couple good battles. I like the evolution of battle rap. Like I like that niggas is paying attention. Got caffeine involved. Niggas getting money now. Like, you know what I mean? You all got their app. Their app is actually doing good. Like it created other avenues for niggas to feed their families. So yeah, I'm happy of that. I'm happy that we getting to see a lot of talent. Battle rap talent pool is deep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm glad niggas is getting their rocks off. That's cool. I like seeing shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
I felt like I mean, everybody that subscribe that follows me, they know my feelings on all of this.
Right.
It just some things just don't add up to me. Maybe I'm just I overthink things and things just I overthink things.
Right.
But that's good for me though. You know what I mean? So I don't know if this is a good thing or not. Like I just don't want the culture to suffer from its not believability, but its essence.
How you feel they gonna suffer?
I don't. It's they're big business, right?
Okay, I see where you're going with it, but go ahead. Because I kind of feel the same way. I was just recently told that URL has sold their shit to caffeine. And I'm totally disappointed at that.
I'm thinking it's like the licensing.
Yeah, licensing. But you know, the names of the actual company, but they sold the rights of certain battles.
Do you hear me, Daddy?
I'm on the Tyson's. Stop doing that. I'm on the phone. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
This ain't gonna make me hurt him, B. Yeah, so he wilding. Every time I get on the phone, he want to act dumb. So yeah, it's the licensing thing, but you know, like for instance, I ain't gonna mention no name, but URL was having issues with a battle right now, and they going back and forth with one of the battlers of that battle because of money issues, and URL saying the money is out of their hands because everything's going through caffeine now. Like, nah, I don't like that, bro. So now I got this white man dictating our business arrangement. I don't like that,
Bro. It's different, bro. Yesterday. I was on live from in the morning and then at evening, and I was talking to Danny Myers last night, and then in my live I mentioned that when Smack didn't own 10, you know, he walked out differently. Like that wasn't Smack. If you go back to the crates and see how he comes out, swagged out, confident, head nigga in charge.
right?
Gnome 10, house nigga.
You know what? I ain't even look at that, B.
That's an imposter.
You about to go make me check that out,
you
B.
You go check it out, and you gonna restore order on that.
Yeah,
we gotta go find the real Smack.
We can't have Smack looking defeated. I mean, we can't have Smack looking like he's the underling. Nah,
But
I
for
don't give a
money
fuck.
though, from
You know, Drake walked them into that situation, so I guess they like Drake brought him here. They trying to get the best. You know what I mean? But my whole thing is, what's best for us is us keeping us alive.
right.
We really need that. When I heard the caffeine shit, I thought it was just gonna be for like a couple of joints. Like I didn't think it was gonna be like the spot for it. Like I didn't think that was going because they got their app. I know they're not putting shit on YouTube no more, but I got the app. So whatever they do put out shit, I don't miss it. I see it. You know what I mean?
But
For
check
those
it.
who ain't
So they're doing. Look at. We used to be to venue to YouTube. Then it was
right,
venue, pay per view, YouTube.
right,
No. Venue, video on demand, then YouTube. Then it
right,
was in the building, pay per view, video on demand, YouTube. Right?
right,
Now it's all on caffeine for free.
right. And the app
But the app is what, $8, right?
a month, yeah, but it goes to the app after caffeine. The thing about caffeine is once they play it, they don't re-air it.
Right. That's a fact.
Right. So they at one time you got to catch it. If you don't catch it, you're gonna have to wait till it come on the app.
That's a fact. Unless you're a part of the bootleg gang.
Unless you're part of the bootleg gang, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they don't really be dropping it, you know, in the timely because they Beasley said they were going to use that app as a video on demand for the events. Well, if the video demand for the events, then they should all be on there, like been on there, all of it.
right. That's a good point.
And I'm just going by what he said out his mouth.
Yeah, well, you know, they say a lot of things out their mouth.
Yeah, but you know, that's when I have to say something. Don't feed me wolf tickets, nigga. Just
Yeah,
don't even say
that's what
nothing
I'm on.
about it. Just yeah.
That's the type of shit I be on with them, me. Don't tell them. I'm not the nigga you can just tell anything to, bro. You gonna have to put something behind that.
How do you feel about when people say, well, Smack did so much for us that it's okay for him to sell the company?
Nah,
He sells it.
nah. No, why give yourself a slave master, bro? Nah. He did so much for us and he came all this way with this, taking it up a step every time. He should have just kept going.
Do you think what do you think that would do to the culture if that ever happened? Hopefully, I'm gonna knock on some wood because I don't want none of that shit to happen though.
Yeah, I don't want nothing crazy to happen either. But they kind of open a door for unwanted. Now we ain't have no unwanted shit yet, but who's to say down the line these caffeine niggas don't start implementing their own little rules and their own little ideas that they want us that be a must we comply with if we want to continue on caffeine type shit. You know what I mean? And then what if we don't like these ideas? What if it's next scoop ball head shit that niggas ain't really into? Like, oh, nah, because at the end of the day, how well do they know our culture? They looking at us as a gold mine, you know what I mean?
We just raised $131 million through battle rap.
Like I said, they looking at us like a gold mine. So we a business decision to them. To us, this is our life. This is our culture. This is our, you know what I mean? This is our nigga news. This is our artistic expression.
Yes.
This is our artistic expression, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? This is sometimes I vent through battle rap. I go through that shit. Me and wifey have an argument. Tink the Demon was a victim of a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
Tink the Demon went on Angry Fan and said some shit that made me mad. And not only did he make me mad, me being mad at him caused an argument between me and my wife because she felt like I was putting too much time into him.
Yeah, that boy.
And that shit. So all of that anger came out on that nigga. You know what I mean? So it's like we go through our shit here, bro, and we use it. We use it to vent. We use it to convey a message. You feel me?
Yeah.
So suppose one day they tell us we can't discuss political issues and battle or whatever. Oh, we can't curse or use sexually explicit lyrics. We gonna be like, what, nigga? And right now, they not doing that, but who to say they corporate don't look at it like, yo, listen, yeah, if we gonna continue, they gonna have to clean that up. You know what I mean? You just open the door for that to happen. Because now you just gave these niggas a say-so in our world.
They already have a say-so. They got big say-so.
No, now they do.
Yeah, if they don't allow Avocado or Twiz to have any.
That was the first step of the fuckery, right there,
yeah,
right there.
It's right there.
That was
in
the
front
first
of y'all.
step. That was the first step of the fuckery. They already eliminating some of our key components to do shit
part of this culture.
To do shit their way.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? Mm-hmm. Avocado, Twiz, them niggas got some of the best footages on YouTube in this culture. And you told them they couldn't because you want to use your own people?
You didn't try hard enough. You didn't try hard enough.
I ain't like that.
I didn't either. I thought that was
and I don't
bullshit.
like the fact that niggas ain't fight for Avo. Niggas should have fought. Like, nah, bro. No. Go ahead, Tyson. Go ahead.
So, what do you think Smack will go on with Smack his brand and sell URL to Caffeine?
I don't know, because Smack ain't just the owner. He ain't the only owner of URL, so it's gonna have to go through more people. Like, they gonna all have to sit down as a collective and come to that decision.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But do I think they should have? No. Do I think they would? I don't know. Niggas be questionable nowadays, bro. And I think when niggas start waving dollar signs over niggas be fucking falling for the okie doke. And that's what I think these niggas is did. I think they fell for the okie doke. You know what I mean? I just hope for the life. I hope that there's some kind of contingency plan, because Beasley ain't a dumb nigga. I hope he put some kind of something in the contract that's going to keep him a part of everything and keep him one of the main niggas that they got to come to and ask permission for certain shit. Mm-hmm. Don't give them niggas all that leeway, bro. Yeah. They already have on Twiz from niggas, bro.
Have you heard about this URL radio thing?
I have heard it very briefly in a very short conversation, and then I didn't hear about it no more. But I heard that they actually trying to sign artists.
You know who's a part of that?
No, I do not. Yeah, I'm on the phone.
Hello? Well, wait till Swave Sevah come back on. What up with the chat? Salute to the chat. How y'all doing? Let me know what y'all think about the interview so far. You know what I mean? Shout out to the people. Bronx Man Rich, I see you, my nigga. What up with you? Uh-oh. I lost him. Okay, that's cool. Hold on. Boom. Boom, doom, 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 doom. I need to fix my face. I just need to fix my face. Salute to what's up, Bronx man? Salute to D Good, Harlem Fresh, no knockoffs, T Bull, Battle Rap Trap, 540 Dre. Salute to you, my nigga. Sly is in the motherfucking building. Sean Williams is in the motherfucking building. Well, in the chat, you know what I'm talking about, niggas. My niggas. Was it Danny Lux? John Bryant, salute. The mailman, what up, my nigga? Get those likes up. Got 14 people watching, got 9 likes. Please get those likes up. First time you watching, or you being a watcher, you know what a watcher is? You remember Jay-Z and Dr. Dre, The Watcher? Remember that song? Okay. If you don't come in and say what's up, you just watching, you were just a watcher. Still push that like button though. When you come in, just hit the like. Cause you're gonna like it. You're gonna like the content I give you. You know what I mean? Alright, Swave Sevah trying to get back in. I'm about to send him this invite again, and we about to get into it. Get your bars up, media. What's up, sir? Salute to you. You know what I mean? Junior Manual. What up, sir? Swave, sir. Doo-doo. Your audio is loading up. Yup. Can you hear me? There you go. Your audio is loading up.
I got it now. There you go.
Yeah. All right.
My fault. My phone died. I had to come put the shit on the deck. So I'm talking with the shit on the deck.
Nah, you fine, bro.
All right.
All right. So, where were we?
Yeah, I forgot where I was at too.
Shit, where was I at? All right. So, we was talking about caffeine and all that.
Right.
But
oh yeah.
When are you gonna battle again?
But I keep it real. They just called me. URL just called me to battle next month.
What's next month? Double Impact?
Well, I keep it real. I used to think niggas been fronting on me, bro. Niggas been fronting on me, putting their money in kill artists.
Yeah, you been on that.
Yeah, niggas been fronting, and then, I had an issue for a while. I'm learning to let it go because it is what it is, and it's not gonna fucking
Right.
I'm not gonna let this fucking issue narrate my rest of my career as a battle rapper.
Don't be petty. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm petty. Exactly. So, but my issue is this. I feel like for all the kills I got, I was never rewarded the proper way. And I don't know if it was me. I feel like it wasn't me because I felt like I did what I was supposed to do. Yeah, I put opponents in front of me, and I destroyed them. You know what I mean? URL, my first URL battle was O-Red. We know what happened with that. My second URL battle was Young Cannon. We know what happened with that. You know what I mean? My third URL battle was Suge. We know what happened with that. It's like, yo, my nigga, I was walking on y'all stages, nigga.
They do a lot of people like that.
Right?
They do a lot of people like that.
I get y'all want to cater to the ticket sellers. I get it. But ticket sellers is fucking up. Surf claim all this shit about his views and he can't get through 3 rounds. Niggas sent me a fucking niggas sent me a little stat sheet of his last 10 battles and he choked in 8 of them.
I know.
And this is the face that y'all keep trying to put in front of niggas. Like, at least give me Tay-Rock. Cool. It took a while for them to really give Tay-Rock his props too, but Tay-Rock was probably the most consistent nigga, yo. You know what I mean? And he not getting as much as these niggas. He should be. And I felt like a lot of promises. I was booked the battle daylight. The battle didn't go down, right?
Yeah.
They promised me a rebooking of the battle. They promised me out their mouth, yo, we're going to reschedule that battle. All right, cool. Daylight did his whole, we going to clap this shit up. Next thing you know, I see a blog, a smack saying they banned Daylight. So now I'm like, I call a nigga like, yo, so where that leave me? Oh, Swave, we're going to get you another opponent. We ain't forget about you. We still got something for you. We're going to get you a whole battle, another opponent even better. And the nigga Daylight, he played it, so we can't fuck with him. All right, cool. So keep me posted. Let's get this, you know what I mean? Nothing. I watch these niggas do event after event. Call my homie niggas, Rum, Ill Will, event after event. They don't fuck with it. They didn't call me. They didn't even try to make that shit up. You know what I mean? Now I'm seeing Daylight on Known. Yeah, I said he was banned. Oh, so now he good. And I gave him a known battle. I still ain't make up my battle yet. Right?
Mm.
But do shit like throw Tink the Demon at me. Y'all see what happened to him. You feel me? It's like, yo, y'all niggas.
It was an exorcism.
At battle. I battled Ryder. Hey, see that battle, I killed Ryder. So it's like, why y'all playing with me? Now, that's why it comes down. Like, I had Mook on my podcast, and Mook said I'm not loud enough, that I don't make no noise, that I'm not calling nobody out. I never been a call-out nigga. The only nigga I ever really called out was Verb. And that's because I was so sick of that nigga diva attitude, bro. He used to talk all this shit all the time. I can't stand niggas like that. So Verb put a bad taste in my mouth that made me want to kill him.
You know, I'm from the Midwest, right? And I didn't, at first, I respected him in a way because it was fire, but I was thrown off by Verb because of his personality. Right?
Yeah, and truthfully, when you meet Verb in person, he's a cool ass nigga.
Yeah.
But he plays the role of the battle rap bad guy very well, and he rubbed me wrong. So,
but in time, I ended respecting all of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
During time, now he's in my top 3 of battle rappers of all time.
I give him props, and truthfully, that's the only rematch I really want.
Oh, you want that rematch?
Yeah, that's the only rematch I want.
Call Beasley and them and say, "Hey, this is the one y'all owe me." Hey,
yeah, I told them though. I told them that already. I told them that, and I don't think they want to do the Verb rematch because the original wasn't on URL.
Where was it? The original was where?
Or it was on Guerrilla Warfare in Chicago, Miss Gracie.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nigga, ARP just made me do a rematch with Old Red, and that was the original for that wasn't on RBE, that was on URL. So that's why I'm like, you could do it, yeah, nigga. The battle's a battle. You just don't want to do it because it wasn't URL. Like, it's just corny to me, bro. Like, I just did a rematch with Old Red, killed him again in the quarantine shit. My first battle was on URL. My second one was on RBE. They don't even like each other. So it's like, my nigga, it could be done, bro.
But so this is going back to caffeine. Isn't the goal of going to caffeine and you got the money backing you now? Like you just raised $131 million for what?
Mm-hmm.
For who? Caffeine
Because
or
ain't no,
URL?
I don't know, because ain't no battlers getting no millions.
Right. So if the big goal is to get the money, is it the money for y'all pockets or is the money for the culture to feed the MCs the money?
That's a great question. That's a great question. And I don't even know how to answer that. I guess I'm gonna have to find out. Because that's a good ass fucking question.
When you find out, let me know.
Where is that money going?
Right,
131
because
million
you
fucking
sure
dollars.
had a big article announcing it, made sure the battle rap community knew that the battle rap community raised $131 million with caffeine. But you know, before battle rap got on caffeine, who was caffeine?
I ain't never even heard of them until I seen the first
Nothing.
battle.
No, they had the Migos and people like that on their streaming gaming things. I saw the
Mm,
advertisement on Facebook. Nobody was going to that shit. They couldn't raise money for caffeine. So now you're doing business with URL and Drake and y'all exclusive business, and now y'all raising money for what? You gonna give
yeah,
the battlers their money? Are you still gonna give them like 5,000, 10, 1,500? You know what I mean? 25,000.
right.
But you have to be well deserved of that money. Like people like Surf should not get those type of monies because he chokes in a lot. I mean, in,
It's a lot.
in a lot.
Yeah. That it's a
He's not
slap in the face.
prepared in a lot.
It's a slap in the face to niggas that really take their craft serious.
He called URL the NBA, right? And he only performs where it counts, right?
Right.
He's choked in a lot on URL and a lot of
Look,
gnomes.
and if a battle against Lux on URL don't count, then
He's choked in gnome 10. He didn't choke in gnome 9. He choked in gnome 8
Gnome
and
7.
gnome 7. And I think that's it. And he said he put on for the culture. He's been doing this, he's been doing that. And he's deserving of being one of the greatest, where he can talk down to the beloved Loaded Lux in a press conference and a face off, or don't even show off to do a face off, like he's just God tier reasoning because off your music. Because what you're doing, your music is great. What you doing over here in this battle rap shit is trash, nigga.
Trash. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't equate. Us in the battle rap community know what we
And,
know you.
and I hate that argument that you always present. I hate Surf argument to justify his action about him being the most viewed or the most getting all the money, or you know what I mean. Your numbers don't equal your skill set. Half these niggas don't even make their money according to their skill set. Shit, if half the niggas in the world got paid according to their actual skill, a lot of niggas be geniuses and don't get genius level money. Like, you know what I mean? So you saying you get millions of views, you make this amount of money, that's automatically supposed to win your battles? I hate that argument because that's like saying 6ix9ine is better than Jadakiss. We all know when 6ix9ine get on Instagram, he break the internet. Jadakiss don't do that.
No.
6ix9ine records sold more than Jadakiss' last record. So that means 6ix9ine is lyrically better than Jadakiss?
No.
Hell fucking no. So
Nope.
that's the same thing with Surf to me, nigga. You keep throwing out your view count. You keep throwing out that you getting 40, 50,000 a battle. You keep throwing out that your battles reach 1 million views in less than 24 hours. Cool, my nigga. But all that proves is that you popular.
But
My
when did he
niggas-
start getting 40, 50,000 when he got 20 when he battled Rum Nitty?
I know for this battle for Lux, I ain't gonna say I know, but I was looking at Sue Surf Live one day, and he was talking about he got 40. He said he got 40,000 for Lux.
Well, that's his. I don't be understanding. And all them gnomes he choked.
This is what I'm saying. And his numbers steadily going up, and he giving niggas shit as work. He basically telling us, yo, kiss my ass, take my bag. I can kiss my ass.
Yep.
That's what he's basically doing, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, kiss my ass, man. We can get Caps, kiss my ass, my nigga. I'm gonna take my bag though. Y'all gonna get the little bit of work I put out. Y'all gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's what he's telling y'all, man. And truthfully, stop. The fans is the first line of defense.
And
because as long as y'all back him,
too.
as long as y'all keep supporting him and keep him number one as one of the most views, the business part of it, they're gonna book him. Mm-hmm. Because they want the ticket sales, they want the view, they want the YouTube money, they want the app money, they want all that. So they're gonna book Surf because they know when Surf is on the card, the people come out.
The consumer.
But the consumer come out for Surf. But now the consumer gotta be like, listen, don't you want bang for your buck, my nigga? Y'all just supporting this nigga like y'all really just know this man. But truthfully, he ain't really supplying y'all with what y'all supporting. Unless it's music, because his music is fire. But battle rap wise, he's not really giving us what we're giving him, what we're paying for. Mm-hmm. He's not giving that to us. I'm seeing better performances from niggas like Easy the Block Captain. I should never have to say no shit like that over Surf.
Jada Nightwing and Fonz had a great song.
I'm seeing better performances in Jada Nightwing and Fonz. You feel me? I'm seeing better performances in motherfucking Lou Castro. You understand me? Nigga, you 10 years. And not to mention, y'all had a whole 8 fucking months. You know, Lux and Surf was originally booked
in
for
October.
December.
It was like November.
Then they pushed that back. And it was supposed to happen right before the pandemic hit. And the pandemic pushed it back again. So put y'all another 3 extra months on. And you came and choked all 3 rounds, my nigga? That's disrespectful.
It is.
That's disrespectful, bro.
Especially all that shit he was talking through the whole time. Like
that's disrespectful, bro.
Like you've never done anything that Lux has done.
That nigga said, hey, fans, kiss my ass. Give me my bag. That's what he did. Mm-hmm. And everybody like, hey, Surf, Surf, okay, Surf, just get him next time, Surf. How many times we gonna tell him, no way, Surf, you get him next time? No, we've been saying that like 8 times already.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he should battle JC. Matter of fact, I don't think he should battle nobody. I don't think JC, Cortez, or John should battle this nigga.
I think he need to sit down for a while working the shit. I think the next battle he come out with should be a nigga like JC though. Not even JC is a little but I'm saying JC because even JC, he looking like niggas saying he on drugs now.
At least he's getting through the round.
Yeah, but he getting through his round. That's a fact.
At least he getting through his round. It might not be good, but
Surf gonna have to come back and battle a nigga like that, bro. You want to battle a nigga like yeah. Me personally, I want to see. I ain't satisfied with saying one battle. I want to see a consistency. I want to see something consistent. So one battle, anybody can get past one, but
I
I
need
want
a
to see a
solid
real.
10.
Huh?
I need at least a solid 10.
I said three to five consistently.
Now look, Chess did the 3 to 5. I think he had about 5 or 6 that he was consistent in, and then what happened?
Yeah, because everybody put him back. Listen, you right. Maybe we might need 10. You might be right. But my whole thing is consistency. If I see 3 and all 3 of them was 3 solid, consistent, no chokes kills, I'll be satisfied. That just to be honest. Because one of them got to be a kill, though, because Surf ain't got no kills. Show me that you can kill a nigga. Besides Bricks Belvy.
And that was only a 1-rounder.
And that was only a 1-rounder. You know what I mean?
He gloats that. He was like, man, I killed Bricks Belvy been on Facebook saying, don't come at me with Surf and no more. Don't come at me with Surf no more.
I keep it real. Surf don't want that rematch.
No.
Not acting, but he acting. He just gonna downplay it like, yo, who is these niggas, man? Yo, these niggas' views ain't, man, you know who I am. But I know what you're doing. I know exactly who you are, but I know what you're doing. You out here looking trash right now. Can't get through no rounds.
Yeah. That's
crazy. That's not what we here for.
No. Tay-Rock is more consistent. I don't know. I think he needs to change his gun title partner. I think he need to get rid of the choke off. You don't want a gun that jams. Okay?
Fact.
And now you got 2 of them, Tay-Rock.
High point.
He got a couple of heaters and jams, bro.
He got a high point.
Yeah.
Nigga, Sue Surf is a high point, but then them shit's always jamming.
So since URL, like they reached out, but it's nothing really locked in. They just reached out to test the waters or something like that. And
who, with me?
Yeah.
Nah, I keep it real. I think my podcast is grazing my stock because they've been calling me a lot lately. I just ain't been taking nothing because, this one that next month I actually took because they've been doing a lot of traveling. Cali. I got a 6-year-old, man, and I work, and I can't really just be leaving like that all the time, bro.
Right.
You know, I love to, but reality is I'm married with kids, with a young this pandemic shit got my son at home. So it's like I can't just jump on no planes right now, bro.
Right.
So I want to do shit in Charlotte and in Cali and all that. They've been calling me, don't get me wrong, but I just, them dates y'all giving me, I can't. You know what I mean? This one is in New York. So the opponent I got, somebody about to die. Somebody I can make it there.
New nigga, mid-tier nigga.
Oh nah, it ain't no new nigga. It's a nigga that I've been battled.
One of them niggas.
One of them niggas.
Well, I know the announcement's going to be coming soon then, if it's next month.
Yeah. And I think a lot of niggas gonna be excited because this one of them niggas that everybody always asking, yo, why you ain't never battled such and such? Okay, it's about to go down.
I'm sure in the comments they've been asking that. So
yes. I got the call for him, and I got the call for Rookie versus Vets. So I might be on that stage too.
They got what? So what's the first one? What kind of event is that?
Rookie versus the first one I'm doing. You know how they did Twerk and Swamp in the middle of the tournament? They gave you a battle. We doing that.
Oh, you doing that for the tournament?
Yeah, I'm not in the tournament, but you know, for the intermission,
right?
Me and this person battle like they did Twerk and Swamp.
Okay.
Ultimate Madness 2. They got an all-star weekend for Ultimate Madness, Ultimate Weekend. Me and this person gonna battle for Ultimate Weekend. Okay.
So they got Ultimate Madness coming. They got Rookies versus Vets coming. They got Double Impact coming. And they got Summer Madness.
Right. And then they got And then they got Ultimate Madness 3.
Ultimate Madness 3? What is this gonna be? The God tiers?
Uh,
Or the
I keep it real, I might jump in that.
the
They
returners?
called me about jumping in part 3. They called me about jumping in part 3, and I heard part 3 gonna be 50,000 instead of 25. So I might jump in that.
Yeah, actually, the second one should be the
50.
I feel like
It should go up every time. Yeah,
I
I feel
know,
you.
no, I feel like the vets, the veterans, the ones that's seasoned and the names and things like that, y'all should get a bigger purse
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah,
because the
nah,
first one was just for the up and comers, the little PGs and things like that. So
right,
yeah, 25,000 for y'all. That's some money for y'all.
right,
Y'all need more of a little bit of motivation to get
right,
to get that. Nigga, I'm about to
right,
dog walk a lot of you niggas.
right, right. Yo, you gotta think. Some of these niggas actually get 25,000 for a regular battle. Like like this nigga Surf just got 40, nigga. So he might laugh at 25,000. Like, come on, man. So you're right. Cause I take it if Surf jump in the tournament, they might be trying to give 100,000. They ain't gonna give a nigga a purse he normally get anyway.
Now, see if they do that, then they need to have me as a judge because we not doing this.
My nigga.
You know what I mean? I'm not
They,
doing this.
they give out 100,000 and I'm in it. Just be, and you a judge, just be prepared to say, Swave, I'm going for the gusto, and anybody gonna win. I'm going crazy, bro. I'm pulling out every trick I ever learned in hip hop. I'm getting that money. I know how to win, bro. I know how to win. I'm a very tactical nigga, like with twerk. I know how to win.
Yeah, man. Y'all need a bigger purse so y'all can be motivated. I feel like, and y'all, it's just due anyway. Um, but I'm waiting for you to battle again. Or what are your goals in battle rap? Like, do you just right now you're just going with the flow? I know you still have the podcast and things like that. And shout out to
Yeah,
15 Minutes
I'm
of
just going
Fame.
with the flow, right?
Mhm.
That was the perfect way of saying it. Right now, I'm just going with the flow, bro. I'm just going with the flow. I actually like being a fan. I like watching certain shit. I like certain matchups or when certain battlers battle beat and they come with it. I like being a fan, bro. I like being a fan. I like the podcast. I like the response I'm getting from doing the podcast. And I just like being involved. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then to take stress off the brain. I know we got to write for a nigga. That shit is just like, and then, not for nothing, I got a new record deal. So I've been working on my new project. So all
Okay.
this been able to, I've been putting the Larry Swave project together. So with me not worried about battle rap so much, I'm able to get that done.
Did
You
you
know what I
get
mean?
did you
So
get a did you get a verse from Meth?
yes,
Mm,
got a verse from Method Man.
mm,
I got some shit on this album, boy. My man Still from Smith and Wesson.
mm.
Yeah, I got some shit. Chino XL.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we
That's
gonna
what's
get some.
up.
We gonna have some shit on here, boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I need you to turn up in these battles, my nigga.
My nigga,
I
listen,
need
I'm
to
on
get
my.
that
Ain't
sensei
no
for that
more.
drunken master like nigga and I bark on you, nigga.
Yeah, nah, on some real shit. I'm on some shit like I probably don't have too many. You said I got 43, but I probably go to about 50. Then I'm gonna stop, like Mayweather, right?
Mhm.
So for my last 7 battles, I feel sorry for whoever that 7 is.
Nigga, I was on live last night, right? And somebody asked about DNA and Danny, because Danny was on. Then somebody said Danny has more like this almost the same battles as DNA, and I went to go look. This nigga DNA has 136, 37 battles.
Son, That's like Disaster number. Disaster got damn near 200 battles online.
Oh, he do?
Disaster. Go look up Disaster number. I think the last time I looked it up, it was like 128 or some shit like that. Like, God damn, what y'all niggas be doing, bro? Yeah, I got 43, bro. I've been doing this 11 years. I got 43. It's because life is life, my nigga. I don't just, you know what I mean? For you to have 128 battles, they got younger than me. That means y'all niggas is, I don't know, bro.
It's different now.
It's different.
It's different now. My brain is
I get tired of rap. Like if I go to the studio and record 4 songs, I'm rapped out for the day, bro. I'm rap for the rest of the week. You know what I mean? A nigga get tired of rapping after a while. Like, yo, my nigga, I just recorded 4 songs. I'm good. I'll see y'all next week. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I be feeling like that about battle rap. You have to write 3 whole rounds and practicing and memorizing it. Once I get it down pat, I just wait for the battle. I ain't writing nothing else right now, bro. Let me just do this battle. You know what I mean? This should be, I be feeling. Fuck that.
What do you feel about how some of the battle rappers that with names are not really caring about their careers or their legacy? Like once they were great, and now you look at them, and this is not the person I knew. Like, for example, Rex, right?
Okay.
I felt like Rex back then, when there was the GOAT talk, and everybody would put Mook at the GOAT, I felt like that was wrong because T-Rex was battling way before Mook was, right?
Active during the time Mooks wasn't.
Right.
I stay saying that.
Right. And so
I get why you put Mook there, but truthfully, I always put Rex there.
Right.
Because a lot of niggas give Rex slack for the recycling or whatever else he do, the mixtape versus he cooking battle, whatever. But not for nothing. This nigga T-Rex been doing this in every era. Consistently. Battling old niggas, new niggas, vets, top tier, low tier, he ain't care. This nigga been here for about 20 years, bro. Cooking niggas from the block and all ever, off camera ever, block to block, smack ever on camera, and the online era. He's still doing it. I always give Rex his props. Niggas want to judge him by some of the battles that didn't go his way, or the Charlie Clips battle, or the K-Shine battle where he ain't looked on top. But for the most part, Rex been around, bro. That nigga been doing this a long time, yo.
Right.
And I witnessed Rex. I witnessed. Fuck the off camera. I witnessed this nigga get wind of a nigga that night and walk to the nigga block with his squad and square up and just battle. I witnessed the nigga do that.
Wow.
Wasn't no money then. Nigga wasn't getting paid then. Oh, he nice? I'm going over there right now. See how nice this nigga is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But this era, the last couple of eras.
Okay.
Where do you look? How do you feel about his legacy now?
I think Rex is at a point where he stopped giving a fuck. Rex don't have nothing to prove to nobody. And I think he knows that and feels that way. And I feel like he jumps in the battle rap whenever he feel like he can get a good check.
But wouldn't you want to just hold your legacy and the dignity of your legacy and just not battle anymore? If you don't.
Yeah, but I think, see, that's the thing with me.
Because I'd rather you go out on top. You know what I mean?
Really feel like, in my heart, I feel like I'm too old to be doing this shit. You know what I mean? That's why I be transitioning into the podcast. But then, my nigga, I look at a battle or I hear a nigga call me out, and it's just that feeling like, yo, my nigga, I know I'm but I still can kick these niggas' ass, me. And it's just like, yo, want some real shit? I could probably chill. I got probably the most 3 O's in battle rap. I could probably go out now and just run off of that. Yo, I got the when I retired, I had the most 3 O's. Niggas wasn't winning around with me. But it's just like I still get the niche. I still get that itch to get in there and want to slap a nigga around the stage. You know what I mean? And I think T-Rex, even with his legacy, even knowing who he is and what he did for the game, nigga human, he still get that itch. You know what I mean? That itch may not always turn out the way we wanted to turn out, but it's gonna make you jump in the ring, bro. And you know,
I
I
guess. I
believe
mean, I guess I understand that part because it made me step in the ring just because I know I love battle rap, right? And just I will have watched battle rap so much. I will have the dreams of battle rap, battling, choking, everything that I was seeing, visually what I was watching, right?
right.
And so years go by, things like that, and like what was it last year? Last year, yep, last year I ended up having my first one rounder, and so like they just I was in Discord and it was just the energy of just niggas talking shit and I'm media, so that I don't I be want to talk about shit too. So I'll be like, I'll
Right,
kill one of you niggas, man. So I end up
right.
doing it, but I'm 1-0, so it's all good. I think I'm doing one more, and I think I have me and O Solo. Um,
Ah.
we
One nigga get
yeah,
two.
yeah.
You ready for that?
Oh yeah, man. I told
Two
Oso
niggas
I
gonna get
told
three.
I told O Solo I'll smoke his boots. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to O Solo. I fuck with O Solo though. He think I
yeah,
hate him. I don't hate that nigga, man. You know what I mean?
right.
But all right. So I do appreciate you taking time on here out your
No
day
doubt,
to
bro.
come on, man, and to hold the cell TV. I've been
Yeah, we've
really
been trying
wanting
to
to get
catch up
you
so
on, and
long, bro. We've been
yeah,
trying to catch up through this for a couple days now.
right. Well, see, I got me a new job, and so I got 2 jobs now, so I work pretty much Monday through Friday, every other weekend, and
Right.
I work from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Wow.
So my
Wow.
time is be limited, and I'll be trying to get things, doing things,
Right.
and sometimes I just got to wait. But yeah, I appreciate you, man.
6 a.m. to 9 p.m. B. Damn, nigga, you pushing 15-hour days.
Yeah, man, I need that money. I'm trying to retire early, bro.
I'm not even mad, bro.
I'm trying to
But
retire.
you
I'm
still need.
trying to retire, but by 55 at least.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something though, real quick. Rest in peace to my uncle Ed and all that.
Rest in peace.
He worked himself to death. Save some time for you, bro.
Yes, yes,
Definitely. Right. I
yes.
know you want to get your bread, but my uncle Ed, he before he died, all he did was work for
Hmm.
16-hour days. All he seen his wife, all he seen his family. You know what I mean? It didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, I
You know.
know, I understand because in May, um, my I had a my had ended up getting gallstones, and
Mm,
it got stuck. I had no
mm,
I had no insurance, and so a week later, gallbladder it got infected. They had to go
mm.
in and take it out, and so I had surgery. They took it out. They used a robot to remove my gallbladder, and then they got me better and sent me home. So
Wow.
I know what's going, as far as health and working and shit like that. So I'm working on limited to one, but I'm
Right.
in this transition right now. I'm with the 2 jobs and I can do it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, But I understand that. But I'm trying to get it though. I'm trying to retire early so I can just relax.
Nah, definitely, B. You got it, man. Just keep it up, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you as well, B. Thank you for having me on the show and all that. Anytime you want to do it again, just hit me up.
All right.
Let's talk our shit. You heard?
Okay. Okay. And then now we got a little rapport, things like that. Now we can really be able to go in and
Right,
really get into details and things like that.
right,
So
right, right.
I appreciate you, sir. You have a good
Yes,
day.
sir. You too, brother.
Salute to you.
Salute, my G. Good shit.
All right, people. Let me see here. Yeah, yeah. Just do it like that, man. All right. Hey, get those likes up, people. How y'all doing? How was that, man? Thank you for everybody in the chat. I wasn't ignoring y'all. I see y'all. I might miss some comments and things like that. Um, well, I missed majority of the comments. Because I like I said last night, because a lot of y'all logged off last night when I was on live, and the few people that was left over, I gave them this bit of information that I was going to have this interview today, and that I wasn't really going to pay attention to the chat. I really wanted to focus on, the interview as in whole. And then after I do the interview, then I'll come on and say what's up to you niggas, man, and thank you for tuning in on this Sunday. I hope y'all had your blunts. I hope y'all had. It's too early to drink, but it's happy hour somewhere. You know what I mean? I smoked my two I had rolled up, and I'm looking around like I need another one. Jesus Christ! But before you shouldn't leave. Let me tell you something. You shouldn't leave. I'm just gonna tell you that now. Matter of fact, what I probably do is start another one because I have something else too. Hold on. Uh, I was supposed to interview Cortez here in like 10, 15 minutes. So I'm going to have a different segment for Cortez. And I'm just going to leave this up and going. Salute to 540 Dre, my brother. Bronx Man Rich, salute to you, my nigga. D Good, what's up, my nigga? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir. I always appreciate you. T Bull, salute to you. Sly, Junior Manuel or Manuel. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah, man. That shit was crazy. I'm trying not to get sick no more though. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just matter of fact, he's on right now. Let me see if he accepted my what you call it. So I'm having a conversation with him right now and have him accept the invite I have for him. Okay. How y'all niggas doing today, man? Y'all doing okay? For some reason, my phone is fucked up, right? All right. So, people, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to end this broadcast and then I'm going to come back with Cortez. So, this is your boy Capital Don, aka Capology Factz. It's all about the fucking bars.